Hello everyone, I am going to do a quick live on how to prepare a piece of artwork for giving. And I thought this was a perfect time of year since we might be preparing artwork to give as gifts to friends and family. This particular painting is a commissioned piece that I do every year for a golf course in Naples, Florida. And this painting goes into their collection that they present to winners of their golf tournament. So they mat it and frame it really beautifully, and it's a very simple pen and ink and watercolor, but it means a lot to the golf course and they make a big deal of it every year. So I'm honored to be able to create these very simple pieces of artwork. But this can also apply to any watercolor, small acrylic painting on paper that you do. The important part is how you present it. So you give your artwork its value through how you treat it. So always wash your hands. So I wash my hands so there's no oils on my hands. And what I'm going to first do is I'm going to start by protecting the artwork with some tissue. So you want to get the same size as your paper. So this is 9 by 12, or you can cut it with an X-Acto knife, but you want to be very precise and get it exactly the same size as your picture. This is going to protect the surface of the painting, and it will also give the person who's receiving it the ability to handle the artwork like this without actually getting their fingerprints on it. So I start off with that, and then I'm going to take some acid-free tape, and I'm just going to cut a small piece and secure it at the top. So I'm just going to take a little piece, because this is just a small piece that I want to keep the tissue paper on the painting. So let me peel this backing off. If I can get it. There we go. So this is this is called a hinging tape. It's acid-free. So you always want to put acid-free if it's going to be touching your or near your artwork. And I just line it up super straight. And then I'm just going to, let's put that ready side in the back. I'm going to put this little piece in front right here. Okay, and then for this piece also, I'm going to do the same thing. Get a nice straight piece of tape. And secure the top. I don't want to do the whole thing yet across the whole top, but you'll see in a minute how we do that. So let's get this, and this is kind of like a little cover. It really makes your artwork look very important. This is what I was taught to do back in art school when you're presenting portfolio pieces. So you treat your finished artwork with the value and it deserves. Okay, so now we've got those two covered, and now they're ready to protect with a little bit more layering. So now I'm going to take this piece of cardboard. Now this is very, very heavy and stiff. It actually is the back of a drawing pad that I had, the end of a drawing pad. I don't throw those away because I use them for things like this. So I'm going to put it in here. And now I'm going to make a sandwich with a heavy quality drawing paper. So now I have a top layer and a bottom layer. And you can use anything as this top layer. You can use another piece of cardboard. You can use a heavier piece of paper. But you want to just kind of create this sandwich. So let me move the artwork out of here for just a second. And I'm going to create another hinge at the top of this paper here. Now this time, since this is what's going to be coming out of the envelope, I want the whole piece of tape to go across the top. So I want one full hinge. And since it's not touching the artwork, I don't mind if it is all the way across. You can still do it all the way across on this artwork here. You can go all the way across. I just chose not to because I didn't want the tape. The tape won't damage the artwork here, but just in case, I don't want extra tape all along the top, since I'm doing it on this side. But getting it lined up exactly, making sure this is exactly the same length, and then giving it a good cut. Let me just mark my side here. And you can cut this with an X-Acto knife when you're finished. That'll give a very accurate cut as well. So you want to be very, very precise here, as precise as you can possibly be, because you're presenting your artwork. You want them to be as professional as possible. Okay, so let's get this peeled off. Now, like I said, this is for a watercolor, but this can apply to any thin piece of artwork, whether it be a painting on canvas, whether it be watercolor. You always want to put a lot of time and attention into how you present it. Okay, so I'm going to get this matched up right exactly on these edges here. Smooth it out, turn it over, make sure it's all lined up again. Just check your edges. I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to pull this tight and put it down in the middle first, and then go along the edge so it's very, very smooth. Okay, so now we've got our hinge, and there's no wrinkles. It's lined up right along the edge here. And now I can take my artwork and put it into this little pocket that I just made. Okay, so now it is secure and it's ready for the shipping envelope, which I will also use something that has some stiffness to it. And then I might just finish it off with you can put like a business card down in the corner. I'm going to use one of my Art Rave stickers, and I'm going to put this right in the center. Do I want it in the center or down in the corner? I'll put it in the center. It just looks okay. So this is ready to go into the shipping envelope and to go to the client. All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope that gives you some suggestions on how to give and present your artwork.